Okay, so thank y'all for coming back to the channel. We talk about faith, fitness, finance, you, and relationships. Now, I always try to let y'all into my world and give y'all a piece of me. And also, I like to give out information. Once I find out something I think everybody should know, or they didn't know, or they had a question about, I like to try to put it out there to y'all. I don't care if it's for fitness, finance, faith, you, relationships, whatever the case may be. But if I find out some information, I like to put it out. I think it can help the next person. So I recently found a new job, and it was to be a licensed banker. Now, I used to be a banker at my previous bank before 5 years ago as a banker, but we didn't need to have a license, so to say. You had licensed bankers, but you had unlicensed bankers as well. But the role I joined as a licensed banker as my new position. Now, for a licensed banker, if you didn't know, you have to be in a study group first. They ship you out these books, the SIE, the Series 6, and the Series 63, and your only job is to study and pass this test. Now, you got to do the first one to get to the next one, and then to the next one. So the first one is the SIE, the securities test. Now, it's not a walk in the park. You definitely go to dedicate a lot of time from on hours and after hours. And this definitely was it becoming a slightly challenge because you really got to have time management. You got to allot that time to actually study and know this material because some of the stuff going to seem foreign to you because you're not dealing with some of the options or the like the puts, the ups, I mean the puts, the shorts. You got the bond, different type of bonds, educational plans, um, different type of stocks. So you go in deep with all the securities and options and whatever the case may be. But I'm going to tell y'all how it is when you actually take on a job that you have to get a license. So once you start the job, they put you in study groups, and you got 20. It's like 22 days, give or take, to take the real test. So I just took the real test like a week ago, and you have to get a 70% and above to pass. I got a 69%. So I failed the SIE so far. Now, the reason I'm doing this video, because I want to let y'all know, because I just found out myself the consequence of you failing and how much you could fail by to actually stay in the group and retest. So I missed about 1%. I got a 69, and you're supposed to get 70% and above. But I know two other people that's in the study group. Now, some people did pass, some people failed. Now, some people failed. Now, as long as if you fail, they give you a cushion. So you could fail between a 60% to 69%. Now, you will stay in the group and you got to retest 30 days from your test date. So you still stay in the group and you still get paid, and you just join a new group, study group, and you actually continue the process of being a licensed banker. And I'm in that group right now. But the ones who get below a 60%, you get terminated. So you got 2 weeks after you failed, and you got, I know somebody recently just now got a 59, and another one got a 56 on the test. So they got removed from the group, and I stayed in contact with him. He hit me up and he let me know the process, and I'm like, wow. So he let me know this week after he finished the test. I finished the test last week, so this week is going to be his Friday. Going to be his last day, and that's the short notice. So after he failed the test, he got basically got a week. Now he would be terminated and got to find a new job. Now finding a new job. Now I was telling him like to find a new job. That what I told him was I try to wish him the best of luck. You know what I mean? Try to keep a positive mind frame. But we all know finding a new job is a job in itself. So to go into a program, start a new job, and then didn't get to that marker that you would like to get, you have to instantly. Now he probably gets his last paycheck next week, and that's it. So if you get into this license program, you really gotta be die hard, studying his book, studying his process. Because right now, I know even though I got a 69, I feel like I've been studying, but I ain't been OD studying because it's taking a lot of time and patience with this. And I think I'm grasping it as I go. Now, the first couple of weeks, it was the first 2 weeks. I feel like I was falling behind, but now I feel like I'm picking up. And I believe I am going to pass this test the next go around. But then once I do pass the SIE, the next study group is the sixth service. So now you got to do the sixth. Go through the same process, study for the 20 days, take the real test, and if you pass, you go to the 63. So I just want to get on here to let you know if you take on a role for being a licensed banker, you have to pass. So I would suggest you actually allot some time to actually study on your after time. Because during the time you working, that's all you're doing is studying. But you have to probably got to crack open a book on the weekends as well, because if you do fail, especially below a 60, you get terminated. That's it. Oh, there's another caveat about this. So you get 3 chances to take the test. So say the first time you get in between that 60 and 69%, you could stay in the group and you could retest again. So then say for instance, I take it again and I get 60 a 68. I'm able to take it one more time. But if I get below a 65 the next time around, you get removed from the program. So the first time it's going to be if you fail 60 to 69. The second time you fail, you got to stay in the 65 to 69%. And then after that, you get out the group if you ain't pass that third time. So I just want to give y'all a quick update because it was new handed for me. I knew people in the past and I knew they had to find a job, but I didn't know how crucial it was and how quick determination. So some banks have a different timeline. I know someone from my old bank said it was like a 30-day, 45-day where they stay on the books. But some people said it was 20 days, and after that they was going let go. So and they had to find a new position with trying to find a new position internally. But you gotta look up and know the right people, and also apply for an open position. So I don't want to stress this too long. I just wanted to get out information. So if you're thinking about being a licensed banker, know that you are a lot of time to actually study and really pound in these books and open the material. And then you got to really dive in deep in it because it get critical because you could lose your job if you don't get in a certain percentage of failing that test for the first time or second time. So I just want to go ahead real briefly. Just got work, about to go to the gym. So y'all take care, enjoy things, go out the best you can, and keep on striving for greatness, and everything will be okay.